Intrusive, dark thoughts I'd rather not think about. Icy, cold, I feel like I'm fighting a war. Welcome to my headspace, dark but it's a safe space. Welcome to the dark side of me.
Than Just Ashh, and she is doing amazing this morning. I wanted to get to say hello because we started with performances. We have had the amazing voice. Ashh, good morning.
Good morning too.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
How is your Monday morning? Yeah,
Great so far.
Are you a morning person? This is.
I'm actually a morning person.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. You are awake and up, and I like that. You're definitely the kind of morning people that we are looking for on Art and Culture Monday. Karibu sana.
Yes.
Please say hi to our audience. Tuambie wewe ni nani, alafu we jump right in.
Okay, so hello guys, I'm Just Ashh.
Yes.
I am a pop artist. I am a singer, performer, songwriter, and also an actress. So yeah.
You wear many hats. Yeah, it seems like you wear a number of things going on.
Yeah, yeah.
So today we are here to talk music. So when did you start singing? Let's start, not even professionally. Like when did you know, okay, this is a thing I could do?
Actually, I grew up in a music-oriented family, so I started singing from a pretty young age, but like not on a professional level.
Yeah.
So I used to sing along with my family, my sisters, my mom, my dad. Yeah.
Are there any other, like, have they actually, done music professionally?
My dad has done music in the past professionally,
Yes.
but I don't know. I don't know why he quit.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be sure.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so then music at a young age. Then when did you decide, okay, I want to do this professionally?
I won't lie, it wasn't actually planned. It came by surprise, and lucky enough, I was very passionate about it.
Yes.
So when I got the opportunity, I jumped on
You
it.
jumped on it and went. So what happened there? Tell me the story around it.
So I met with Clean Vibe, who is also my producer and the CEO of Semi Studios, where I'm signed.
Yeah.
He was working on his EP. He's also a rapper. He does good music.
Yeah.
And he was looking for a female artist to feature on 2 of his tracks. And we happened to run across, and then we did the 2 tracks, and he actually liked it.
Yeah.
So at the beginning of this year, I got signed under Semi Studios.
Yeah.
And I have 3 singles out and an EP so far. So I'm loving the journey.
In a year.
It's not even a complete year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wow, that is good work. That is definitely good work. It shows kuna watu wanajituma hapo. There is someone there that is doing their work well.
It's a whole big team. I'm so proud of them. I'm lucky to be working with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's start from there. Being signed, how are you finding that experience?
It's actually a nice experience. I don't know about other people, because before I got signed, I used to hear stories like, you want to get signed, people are going to take your money, people are going to do this to you.
Yeah.
But I feel like Semi Studios, these are just different people. I don't know, gems. I found a group of so many creatives, and they have these brilliant ideas.
Yes.
And like our views align.
Yeah.
So it was actually it's interesting working with Semi Studios.
Yeah.
And so far, like, we have many big projects to come. So far, I'm loving the journey.
You could say it totally depends with who signs you.
Yeah, it depends. It depends.
Yeah, because I feel like the notion of don't be signed or chana na record label.
Yeah.
It depends really on who you met, on who.
Very true.
Yes. So I feel like this is working out for you, and I'm glad for that.
Yes.
So you have 3 singles out already. How was people's reception to your music?
At first, I didn't even know people would love my music, and I actually love dark art. I'm pretty sure you've seen it from my music, because I get this notion from a lot of people. Oh my God, your music is so dark.
Yeah.
Why are you that way and all? But it's how I express myself, and I love dark art. And I think I met with a group of creatives who actually embrace that.
Yes.
So it's actually nice to be in a space where you are heard, you're listened to.
Yeah. And understood.
Yeah.
Because I'm feeling if you landed with any other producer.
Yeah, heavy on the understood part.
Okay. What drew you to dark art? Now that I have you here, I don't think I have met a lot of artists that Yes. So what really pulled you to that?
Personally, I love dark humor. I've been watching a couple of cosplays throughout my life, and some of the artists, I guess, I used to view. I'm a very big fan of Billie Eilish, Willow.
Yeah.
So I think I do get inspiration from the artist, and also for me within, I think it's just who I am. So, and at first I thought when I'm going to put out my music, people are going to judge me, people are going to think like, why would you put this out? And actually, after you identify your niche, or you get your couple of fans who actually like what you do, it gives me the boost to just keep moving and all, because not everyone is gonna like me, but I love my fans. I love.
Yes. I'm asking this because music, like any other art, is a mirror of something in the society. So you can't mirror nothing. So there's definitely people are going through what you're saying, and that's why you probably didn't expect a nice fan base, but that's happening. So they are there. Like it's things that are happening. It's things that are here with us. So you just being the voice. You're a voice for very many people who would otherwise not have found their person. So you did find your community and your people. Take me through your creative process. Like what I want to see what inspires you to write music.
So basically, when it comes to putting out music and art, I realized that I can't put out what is not authentic. Like it's so hard to put out what you actually don't mean.
Yeah.
So with music, I feel like after I started writing out of authenticity and like me being truly myself, writing out of my experience and like things I've basically felt or gone through, I realized actually it feels like music feels nice when you're putting it out authentically. So so during my writing process, I just put down what comes to mind, together with a few ideas from my fellow creatives, and
so you get your inspiration authentically from what you are going through, what is happening around you, and everything. And I think that's why also you're gaining a huge fan base, because we are very attracted to authenticity. It does not matter what you're doing. If you're doing it authentically, someone is going to identify with that energy and and actually love it. Then you are also a huge advocate of mental health awareness. Does this stem from somewhere? Have you had your own experiences with mental health that you are like, okay, I think I could speak about this, it could help someone out there?
Yeah, actually, yes. I think was it like 2 years ago or a year ago, I was like in this dark phase, and I thought I wasn't gonna get out of it. And at that time, I was writing music, but it didn't feel like it came from an authentic space. I'm not saying like I didn't put out like good music, but for the longest time, I really wanted to write about how I felt, what I went through. But I thought like, are people going to really relate to what I'm putting out? Do people feel the same way I did? And I guess after that, after getting support from my team and all, like we put up the EP and people actually love it. I'm loving the response so far.
Wow, I like that as well, because we are big advocates. We talk a lot about mental health and mental health awareness in this space, because I believe someone seeing your EP, watching through your EP, if they are in that dark space right now, they have hope. They're like, okay, something good can actually come out of this. And I can, I can actually manage to get out of this hole and fine actually. So again, thank you for putting out music for such people and such spaces, because it is very needed. Like it's mental health awareness on a whole new level, on an entertaining level. At least this one is entertaining.
And plus I like the fact that I think for people struggling with mental health, from the advice you'll get from people out there, be like, no, do this, you'll feel better, you need to cheer up, you need to do this and that. But I think for these people, they actually need something they can relate to. Through my music, I feel like I put out what we feel in the moment. Like I'm not trying to invalidate what you're feeling or something. Like I'm putting it out that way, and I'm hoping that people can actually relate. Like there's a time you felt this way. So I think it's nice.
I think when people can relate authentically, then you are definitely going places, because we are able to relate with you vizuri. So I know you have done a couple of songs. So what genre of music are your songs?
I do pop music. At times I can't even tell what genre I'm doing, but I think it's pop music with fused with a little bit of hip hop, upbeat maybe. It's you can tell the sound is new, authentic and different. But I would classify it as pop music, new pop music or futuristic pop music. And you are doing well. I was seeing the poster for the EP that you have done, and I'm like, oh, this is into the future. This is not a yesterday today thing. It is out there, and I think there's a fan base that is ready for you and ready to really relate with you and everything that you are doing. So let's go back to the conversation on the EP. So you put out 3 singles. What drove you to thinking, okay, I think I'm ready now, I can do an EP, to put out a number of songs all at once to my people? I got encouragement from my team, actually. We didn't even plan on it. Actually, when we started working on the project, I didn't think it was gonna come out in October, which is a month based on mental health and all. I feel like everything just aligned. because after I really decided like I should actually put this out, I should actually put out what I'm feeling.
Yes.
And I think at that time I didn't know what I really wanted to work on after the singles. So I thought maybe we should finish off the year with something good, something refreshing, something new.
Yeah.
And yeah, that is how the EP came about.
So how long did it take to put the EP together, from writing all the way to production?
It took us 3 months.
About 3 months.
Yeah.
That's a short time. I'm really excited about the team that you are working with.
Oh my
I think
God.
this juncture is where I want to give you a chance to, just big them up.
Yeah.
Because they are doing a really nice job.
A really nice job.
Yes, please just mention them whenever you can remember. Just give them a big up, because putting an EP together in about 3 months is not the easiest job.
Yeah.
Yes.
So shout out to Simi Studios, shout out to Lowe's Pictures, who does the visuals,
Yeah.
shout out to Stage, who does the art, location scouting and everything, shout out to my makeup artist,
Yes.
Kapesh, shout out to my producer, Clean Vibe, shout out to my sound engineer, Safe. Who else? Shout out to the guy who does the VFX, Elisha. It's a whole team. Who else?
If she forgets you, please just to, you are a big team. Let's start from there. But the fact that she has said the studio, all of you have been well represented in the work that you are doing. So then you decided this is what you want to do. You want to put out an EP. What inspired the name of the EP?
The inspiration behind the name of the EP is, I feel like during that depression phase, we are battling with, people may call them demons and monsters. I actually believe you don't have to do away with them. Because I feel like sometimes you maybe you're in the wrong crowd, you're in the midst of wrong people, so they might actually shun you for things that are actually part of you. You're told, oh, we don't like how you laugh loudly, we don't like how you do this and that, and so you try to change to fit in. But I think like in this life, we're like puzzles. Like there's just somewhere you just fit in perfectly, and people will actually accept you with things people consider flaws. So I believe I don't have to do away with my monsters. You just tame them. Like, I know I am this, I know I am that, I know I do this when I get triggered, so how do I go about it? Instead of, I know I'm this, I have to do away with this, I have to do away with that, and these things, and that is how it came about, my monsters and me, because I'm not doing away with them, I'm embracing them, I'm learning from them, I'm taming them, so it's basically
you
my
are
monsters
learning
and me.
how to stay in with them, and cohabit, peacefully, and as we go, which I think is a very, like, it's a very thin line. So thank you for drawing it very clearly. I think a lot of people can be able to relate with that, and to be able to embrace everything that comes with us human beings, because we are complex people. So how many songs are in the EP?
7. We have 7 tracks in the EP. That is the intro, the outro, and now the second song, Sinking, featuring Rex, who is also a very nice rapper. And then Drown, then there's I Understand It, there's Let Me Down Easy featuring Michael Bundi. It's a dope EP.
Of 7.
A total of 7 tracks.
7 tracks is a good number. That's a good number. That is,
Thank you.
You can replay and have a good time with it. So I want you to talk to me about the collabos in the EP, starting with Rex, because Rex was supposed to be here this morning. We apologize, by the way, for his absence. But ukimwona, umwambie sisi. He owes us big time. Because he's also putting good music out there. We'd love
very
to
nice
have
music.
him. Exactly. So how did you come about Rex?
So working with Rex has actually been the easiest task so far, like in the EP. When I reached out, I didn't expect like a fast response. Because when I reached out, he was just like, okay, when should we work on it? When should we start the and immediately I called, we talked like yesterday. And then on the next day, he was already on the studio. We already wrote down, Sinking was recorded in a single day. That is how mad the track was. And it's actually one of the most liked tracks in the EP. If you've checked out the music video, is just mad crazy. Wow.
So his energy. So you just reached out. This, I think, is a call to other creatives out there, singers. don't just sit there and wait for a collabo to find you. Inbox. You never know.
Inbox.
Yes. Some of these people really will identify with your talent, and you will get massive collabos that you actually didn't expect to come your way. So it was recorded in a single day.
Yeah.
Wow. That is amazing. There has to be a lot of good vibes in there for you to be able to complete an entire project.
I don't know. I felt understood because when he came to the studio, I had actually done the hook for the track, and the beats were already ready, and he came and listened to it, and he was actually like, I'm actually digging this vibe. I like the song. I like the music. He put down a couple of bars, and I listened to them, and I was like, I've never felt so understood. Like the lines, the lyrics, and everything. Like it's literally what I'm trying to put out.
Yes.
And it was amazing. It was awesome. So we recorded the whole track, and then called him back later. We should do like a music video on it, and the music video was also crazy mad. My team and him and the creatives, and we did something really good, and I'm proud of us.
Wow, amazing. I like that. Have you done any other song with Rex? Or you're planning on it?
Something is cooking. Something is cooking.
Yeah.
But it's not mine. Yeah. It's his.
Yeah.
But something is cooking, and we'll work with other artists as we grow.
Exactly, because I'm thinking someone you can be able to record a whole track in a day. You definitely need to do a bit more, a number of projects.
Actually, the other project that he's working on that I'm supposed to be featured in was also recorded in a single day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love when it's easy working with. When you actually work with people who actually get and understand you, it's easier to put out your ideas.
Yes, exactly, because you are in the same energy, so you're able to flow with ease. Apart from Rex, who else has featured in the EP?
Michael Bundi.
How was that experience with him?
I've actually not met him, weird enough.
Yeah.
I know. But it was a nice track. I wasn't expecting he would love to like work on the track, and then it has like some reggae vibe to it, so he was the perfect fit for the track.
Yeah.
And he listened to the track, he loved it, and then he put down his verse, he sent the vocals and everything.
Yeah.
And we put out the music, and it's really nice music.
Yeah. So you guys have just been working online. Where were Shika and Oizi just sharing it and putting a whole project together?
Yeah.
You are the future we are looking for, because I'm imagining you have a whole song out and you have not yet met the artist. Are you planning to meet though? You should.
Yeah. We are planning on doing a music video.
Yeah.
So I think that is when we're gonna meet.
Yes. Okay, Michael, this is your cue. Okay, like run to that music video. That is, you get to bring us also something amazing. How many, before we hear the next performance, how many of the videos of the EP are out?
We only have one video.
Yes.
Sinking. We are planning on doing a second video. Maybe we might do some videos on the EP, but we're still not sure. We're still deciding on it, because we also have other projects we want to put out, but we feel like, or is it too soon? We're taking you guys fast. Because I think for us, we like work on projects with that dopamine, and then we get bored. Like Araka before you guys even enjoy it. So we are thinking of what next
thing.
Yeah, what are we doing next? What track are we working on next? So yeah, but we are giving it time for people to digest.
Exactly,
to
for
listen
it to
to the
sink
music,
in.
for it to sink in.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we are going to talk about that, and also let's come back when after this performance we're going to be talking about where we can find your music, those projects that you're working on, any other collabos. But right about now we want to hear one more track from Just Ashh.
Okay. and me are not okay.
Wow, amazing. I like. Is that the intro?
That is my Monsters and Me track. Yeah.
Wow. I definitely like it. You can feel identification right there. Just sit with them and just have a chat. Yeah. Maybe it will be a bit scary, but at the end of that conversation, it's going to be something.
It's scary, but like once you face them, like it's like identifying. Like I know, like I've been told a couple of times.
Yeah.
I do this, so it's time to actually look at, do I really do this?
Yes.
And what triggers me to do this? Why do I do what I do? Should I like do away with it because it's making them uncomfortable, or it's actually a good trait? Like there are other people out there who actually embrace it.
Yeah.
So sometimes you might find out that you're actually in a space where people don't support you, or you can't fully blossom to who you're supposed to be because people around you keep telling you, don't do this, don't do that, you shouldn't be doing this and that. But once you get around the right circle, the right group, you actually find out that people actually like me for what I do. Yes. I don't have to change to be someone else. I can fully be myself and be appreciated. Yeah. So that is actually nice.
Oh, I like that. Like that is like the most amazing mental health pep talk ever. Like your music feels like, okay, that's something that would actually help someone that is struggling with certain things.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So you said that you're working on some other things. I know you will let our EP sink in, really. Yeah. But what other projects are in line?
So yes, I am a singer. I also do tracks for ads.
Ah, okay.
And voiceovers.
Yes.
I also said I'm an actress, so we're working on a film. So it's just a bunch of massive projects. I feel like there's no limit to actually doing what I want.
Yes.
So something pops up and I'm like, I want to venture in that.
And you do.
And I do.
So wait, what film? Are you at liberty to tell us what film you're working on?
No, for now, let's keep it. Just know it's gonna be something big, something mad crazy.
So will we see you back here with the other team of the film?
If you invite me, I would gladly come back with my lovely team. They would love to be here. So yeah.
Wow. All right. So we are definitely, trust me, we are going to knock. We are going to come running, and we are going to know about that film that you are working on, because like you've said, you wear many hats, and all of them deserve recognition in equal measure.
Yeah.
So musically, where are you at right now? What are you working on? Is there something that is coming up between now and the end of year? This is usually like the busiest time for artists. So is there something that you're working on?
I would say I'm actually, there's a couple of tracks I worked on that we're gonna maybe release before the end of the year. But yes, as you said, it's really a busy time with the shows and the interviews.
Exactly.
No resting, it's just working all around the clock. But actually for me, I don't view writing music as a task.
Yeah.
I think it comes easily to me, so it's a process I love. But like, it's a big process because we have to involve our creatives. They have to understand where I'm coming from to be able like to put it out visually. Yeah. And everything else. So yeah, we still have a lot of things to do, but a couple of tracks will be dropped before the end of the year, or maybe a single track.
Yes. Yeah, we are excited for that one. Now that you've been giving us music back to back, so we are waiting for good music from you. And
good music.
Yes, telling from what has already been. I think that the future is very bright for you, for the studio, for everyone in your team. You're definitely winning over and over again. Please share with us your social media handles, where guys can stream your music, and your personal social media handles.
So you can find me on Instagram at just_Ashh, Ashh with a double H, official. Also on TikTok, just_Ashh, official. Same on YouTube, and on Twitter, on Facebook, Just_Ashh with a double H.
Yes.
Official. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds very like anywhere you go, Just_Ashh.
And also on Spotify,
Yeah.
on Apple Music, iTunes, Deezer, on all streaming platforms. Just Ashh. It's Just Ashh.
Exactly. Wow, I love that. So you can find her music day or night, wherever streaming platforms. Are there any places you're planning on performing? Do you do live music as we conclude?
I actually started doing performances like, let me just say, a month ago. I am so new to this.
Yeah.
I don't have like a script on how artists go about music.
Yeah.
At this point, I think I'm just literally doing what I'm doing, what I want. So I'm new to this. I'm starting to perform recently. I'm starting to like do interviews. So I think I'm learning in the process and I'm enjoying. So yes, I'm gonna be doing live performances in the few coming weeks and months, and a few shows before we close the year. So
so the best that you can do is follow her on her socials so that you can be able to keep tabs on exactly what she's doing, what she's working on, and everything that she will be about. I want you to sell My Monsters and Me EP one more time to the people as we close.
So guys, go check out my EP, My Monsters and Me. It majors on mental health. 7 nice tracks on Spotify, on iTunes, on Deezer, on Amazon Music too. Anywhere you can think of, just go search Just Ashh, My Monsters and Me, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a very emotional journey, a roller coaster of emotions, but you're gonna like it. It's new, authentic music and no disappointments. You're gonna love it.
Yes, you are going to love it. I've listened, I think, to around 4. I listened to a lot when I was preparing, but I loved the music. So all I can tell you is that you're going to really, really appreciate that you went on there and listened to Just Ashh. Thank you very much for gracing our studio.
Thank you so much.
I cannot wait to see what the next year. Well, let's first wrap up this first year. But I cannot like you are a star. Definitely, you are one to watch out.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and all the best in the coming year.
Thank you so much.
I am waiting for bigger and bigger things to come your way. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to close up there. We want to close with one last jam from Just Ashh to just listen to good music.
Okay.
All right.